Okay guys, we're going to start the build now of the Eagle Eye camera mount from DYS. We're going to use these. We're going to use one of these screws, the silver ones, and the plate here, and obviously the bottom plate for attaching the camera. We'll start off with this top plate here for going onto the actual camera. This bit slots into the hot shoe mounting on your DSLR, and to attach it we need to use one of our thumb screws. We can just quickly put that on, and then if we use one of our screws here, please bear with me because there's no actual instructions on how to put this gimbal together. Like most new gimbals when they first come out, or new products. I'm using one of these silver screws because this needs to, I don't know if you can see that hole there. Well, it lines up your screw in, and tighten it down. With that in place, okay guys, now that we've attached the top plate for holding the camera in place, we're now going to attach the bottom plate. We have two holes this end, two holes at this end that have been tapped. You have slots either side of the actual gimbal, and what we're going to do is we're going to put some screws in, the bolts. I'm going to go with these ones. There's the longest and the fattest of the two screws that we have. Just to see how we get on. So we'll attach this here now. I'd also suggest only hand tighten up, because obviously you need to slide up and down to adjust. You can either do it at the bottom or the top, but the reason why you have, I don't know if you notice, you've got adjustment here and here, is the fact that you can line your camera up in the center of the axis. So just nip it up there. The only other screws that we have in the kit that could possibly do, the top one seems to be marked up with these ones here. I'm just wondering if they're going to be the right ones for the job. I was going to use them for attaching the yeah, I'll go with these, the black ones, because the silver ones I'm going to use to attach the top of the motor to the plate. So I think that these black ones are just going to be too long. In fact, we have inside this packet a small black screw, which I believe is for there. So the silver one that we did use, take that one out and try this black one, and lo and behold, it fits. we'll put another one of these in. Quite fiddly to line up here. I think what we'll do is, rather than waste more video time, is actually complete this now and come back when we've done it, just to save some time. As you can see, that just screws in there, and we'll do the same on the other side. And then what we'll do is we'll get the camera in place, just to show you quickly how it all goes together. Okay, that's that one in place. So now, as you can see, we'll left it pretty slack so we can adjust it up and down. We'll adjust this one as well. Also on this camera gimbal, you'll see that there's 2 screw holes there. That is for attaching obviously your sensor for your controller. So we'll come to that at another stage. But what we'll do now is we will move on to some of the easier parts, which is just attach this part here to this part here of the camera gimbal. We'll see if I can adjust the camera a wee bit so you can see it a bit better. So we need to just attach that onto there. Slides on as far as it'll go. It does have a stop, so you can't slide it all the way down. Just then put this one in as well, and all we need to do then is, I'll just adjust that up so you can see it. So you have adjustments on it, so we'll square that off so it looks square to the camera. Tighten those up, bolts up, and we'll get back to you in a second. Okay guys, what I've done so far, added the plate for going onto the hot plate of the camera, hot shoe, sorry, of the camera. We've added the bottom plate, as you can see down there, and we have now added the top motor. I've only just loosely added that. It's got to be tightened up in place yet, but just to show you, it's very simple. The other thing I'm going to do now is put some thread lock on the thumb screw for attaching the DSLR to the camera mount, and we'll add some of that, and then we shall progress even further to the next stage. Okay guys, for the next part of the build, now we're going to put the top plate together. So obviously you'll need your 2 top plates. That's the bottom of the top plate and the top part of the top plate. You'll need your bag of shock absorbers, some of your black torch screws, the biggest ones, and then eventually our top motor. You'll notice that you have 4 standoffs we need to attach to the bottom of the plate here. As you can see, there, and there, but also we have screw holes here for attaching the motor as well. Okay, I'm not going to bore you too much with wasting time putting these together. They're pretty straightforward. I'm advised to put these in first and then we'll move on. So I'll do that and then I'll come back. Thank you. Okay guys, I've put this together, and I don't know if you can tell, but these are much stronger suspension balls, very strong. So I'm hoping that these will do the trick. These are the ones that I believe now DYS are using on all their camera gimbals. They've changed over to these. Takes a lot more to compress. I'm really trying to move them there, as you can see. Anyway, the next step is we have some standoffs to attach. These ones here. These are the tallest ones in the pack that you will have. The other ones are very small. These here go in the top holes all the way around there, so we'll fit them and we'll come back to you then in a second. Okay guys, there you go. As you can see, we've now fitted all the standoffs along the top here, and you'll obviously use that to fit against your multi-copter, whatever you're going to fit it to. What I would advise is, before you actually put this together, is mark those holes on a piece of paper, and then you have it so you, as a template, you can use to drill to whatever plate you're going to attach to your frame. So the next part is quite simple. Just line up the motor with the standoffs and then the motors themselves, the bottom. See if we can get a few of these screws in, and then we're nearly there. Okay guys, back in a second. Okay, next step, as you possibly can see, I'm missing 3 screws, and I believe 2 of them are in the camera gimbal. 4 of them, sorry, are in the camera gimbal, in the wrong place, which I haven't put there, but we'll see. Anyway, we'll remove the ones from the camera gimbal, excuse me, and we'll put these 3 in there, and then we'll replace the ones in the gimbal with these ones here. Back in a second. As you can see, we've fitted the missing bolts that were in the other part of the camera gimbal where they shouldn't have been. And that was obviously the person who put it together, not me. Obviously that's the part that came already fitted. So all you would do now is put that onto the bottom of your camera gimbal, the arm, and I think the next thing we do is see how we're going to fit the board.